We have massive breaking news from the entertainment industry that came out just a few minutes ago. Bob Chapek is done at Disney. He is out, and Bob Iger is back in as Disney CEO. Disney shocker. Bob Iger back as CEO, Bob Chapek out. And to be honest with you, even though it is stunning and shocking as far as the timeline goes and when this happened, this really shouldn't be that much of a surprise. The way that Bob Iger stepped down before he was scheduled to, yet still stayed on board to oversee things, it was always really weird. And of course, as soon as that happened, the pandemic kicked in, Disney took a bunch of losses in the parks and in the box office and all this stuff, and Bob Chapek was sitting there presiding over it. Well, now, after one of the worst quarters Disney has seen in a long time, stock tanked to nearly 50% of what it was a year ago. People are demanding blood. People are out there asking and demanding for Bob Chapek to be fired. Well, that's exactly what happened with the board of directors. They're saying that, he stepped down. He was forced out. That's what happened. Now, Bob Iger, the guy who gave up the reins early to set up Bob Chapek to go through all of this, is now coming back to save Disney once again. After less than a year in retirement, Bob Iger has returned as the CEO of the Walt Disney Company. The board just sent out a notice that Bob Iger is back and the recently re-upped Bob Chapek is out. Remember, they recently re-upped his contract, and there are so many people out there. It's funny, right? There are so many people out there who said, Bob Chapek is going to save Disney. He's going to stop the woke. And what has Bob Chapek done since he's been there? He's only amplified that. He decided to get into a fight with the state of Florida about the sexualization of children. And he wanted the state of Florida to not pass a law that would prohibit that. That's really weird and really creepy. And of course, you have all these leaked Zoom calls and all this stuff that happens under Bob Chapek. Please stop pretending. Stop lying to everybody and pretending like he's some kind of anti-woke guy. He absolutely is not. He bent the knee to the LGBTQ army, and look at the price he paid. Nobody's going out to watch this garbage. No one's coming out to watch this propaganda that Disney has been putting out there. And now Bob Chapek is gone. The board has concluded that as Disney embarks on an increasingly complex period of industry transformation, Bob Iger is uniquely situated to lead the company through this pivotal period. Uniquely, you mean he did it before? Said board chair Susan Arnold today after what was a rougher than expected last quarter. The Walt Disney Company announced today that Robert Iger is returning to lead Disney as the CEO effective immediately. Mr. Iger spent more than 4 decades at the company, including 15 years as CEO, has agreed to serve as the CEO for 2 years. Mr. Iger succeeds Bob Chapek, who has stepped down. We thank Bob Chapek for his service to Disney over the long career, including navigating the company through unprecedented challenges of the pandemic. The board has concluded that as Disney embarks on an increasingly complex period, he's uniquely, like we said before, same thing. And of course, a general PR statement from Bob Iger, but there it is. This is not unexpected. You had to imagine with the way he went out that he was planning on returning sometime, but man, all the people who crowned Bob Chapek as the savior of Disney were just so completely and totally wrong. I really wish that people would stop listening to people who've been wrong time and time again, but here we are. Bob Chapek is out at Disney after they continue to lose money with woke propaganda. That's what they're doing. When you look at the MCU, when you look at Star Wars, when you look at all their children's animated stuff, they're all doing terribly. They lost $1.5 billion in streaming because people quite simply aren't interested in this anymore. What do you guys think about the Disney shocker? Bob Iger is back. Bob Chapek, the savior of Disney, is gone. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.
Thanks for watching, everyone, and a huge shout out to my patrons. I appreciate you guys so much. Want to follow me on Twitter or Instagram? Check out the description below. You'll find links to my P.O. box and my Patreon as well. And I'll talk to you guys later.